And after 5 games, it's probably a blessing in disguise that the Jets didn't hit that 50-yard field goal and beat Denver, because they'd still be sitting here at 3-2 with a winning record. And I think it would be hard to fire Saleh with a winning record, regardless of, what you feel about him or what we felt about him. At 2-1, we couldn't fire Saleh. We just couldn't, right? I mean, Woody Johnson, the New York Jets. You couldn't fire him at 2-1. It was difficult again. 2-2, that Denver loss, that opened the door for sure. And, because you go out to Minnesota and, you go out to London to play Minnesota, you have to face a 4-0 team at the time. So losing to a 4-0 team, no big deal. Everyone lost to them, right? But how'd you lose? The pick six from Rodgers was bad. The interceptions were bad. But again, just me, objectively speaking, I thought that 2 out of those 3 bad plays came after a drop on offense. I think Lazard had a drop on the right sideline at some point. The next throw was a pick six. And I don't remember the other drop, if it was Garrett Wilson or someone else, or maybe it was Breece Hall. I think it was Breece Hall on the flat. Drop ball, the next throw, or the throw after that, interception. Again, I think that Rodgers started to force that ball, right? That pick six was a bit of okay, I'm going to get this out hot. But I don't, know that he normally does that. But I don't know what he was pressing for. The pick where he threw the ball to Conklin, I believe, he was like quadruple covered. I think that was Rodgers like, okay, you're not going to catch the ball in the flat. I'm going to get these yards downfield. You forced him into those. Again, okay, you didn't force him into those, but there is a human element to playing the position of quarterback, right? Obviously. And I think subconsciously, probably knowing that the coach was on thin ice, probably knowing that the coach disagreed with the play calling at the line, changing the plays, he probably disagreed with Hackett, probably wanted to get all of these things were in the mind of Aaron Rodgers. And so again, I don't blame the players, they dropped the pass, but these are the things that happened. And the next throws, interception. The Jets recovered fully with a chance to go and win the game. And when Aaron Rodgers needed the referees to give him a call, like Sam Darnold got for his wide receivers, the Jets didn't get that whistle. The Jets didn't get that flag. But I think based on the way that the refs are calling that game, throughout for Justin Jefferson, on Addison, whether it was Sauce, whether it was DJ Reed, who was excellent in that game. DJ Reed was phenomenal in that game. But anyway, the refs were very, very quick to throw the flag for holding or for PI. Gilmore could have gotten one of those calls on that play. I would have probably called holding, one of those before the ball was thrown. I mean, Mike Williams essentially was beeline right to, whether he was going to the front pylon or the back pylon, he was going into the end zone. And his arm position, Gilmore just had him like this. And then the ball comes out, Gilmore lets go and makes the pick. Come on, man. That easily could have been called something. First down, first and goal, Jets win that football game. Because by that time in the game, their offense was doing well enough to get it in there. And from the previous week, first and goal, where they just were a disaster, they probably hand the ball off to Braylon Allen or Breece or both or whatever, and they get in the end zone. Maybe a jump ball. Garrett Wilson was actually playing well. Maybe a quick slant, something. They would have scored. But, again, all in all, here they are. 2-3 with a chance to go Monday Night Football at home and beat Buffalo. This is essentially, what's so interesting symbolically about this game? Aaron Rodgers was supposed to make his Jet debut last year, Monday Night Football, home against the Bills. You could look at this game as a week 1 of sorts. Because, again, in that game, you win the game and you're tied for first place, essentially, right, with the other teams that were 1-0. It's a very similar situation now. It's a new season for the Jets, just like it was at the start of last season. Yeah, 2-3, whatever. You win this game, you're at 500, but you're holding the tiebreaker for first in your division. And it's the Bills, and it's Monday night, and why not, right? Because the Jets tend to do well versus the Bills. I could be mistaken, but I think, with the game Rodgers started and Wilson finished, and then the year before, Zach Wilson had one of his best games ever. The Jets beat the Bills at home. So this could be 3 straight at home against the Bills. If it's more, I don't know. That's irrelevant. But I mean, it's relevant in the sense that the Jets have played well against the Bills at home. Go win the football game, get first place, water under the bridge. You move on.